Section 2. Bacteria. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We all know that some bacteria can make us sick, but did you know that bacteria can also help to keep us healthy? Only 2% of all bacteria are recognized as being pathogenic or able to sicken humans. The other 98% of bacteria are beneficial and help people to be healthier, or are benign and don't really interact with our bodies at all. Some bacteria even add to the flavor, texture, and health benefits of food. Pathogenic bacteria are of course our main concern. They typically enter our food system from a small number of sources. That's good news. It makes it easy to protect against the spread of these unwanted critters. We know many of the names of pathogenic bacteria. They show up in the news from time to time when an outbreak rears its ugly head. Salmonella, E. coli, Clostridium, botulinum, Listeria. The names ring a bell, and perhaps even bring back memories of occasions that we'd like to forget. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control estimate that every year in the United States, 48 million people contract a food-borne illness. 128,000 of them need to be hospitalized, and there are 3,000 fatalities from food-borne illness. This is serious business. Let's dig in and talk about the origin of this contamination. Pathogenic bacteria have always been found on raw meat, so it's no surprise that humans learned that cooking meat offered protection pretty early in our history. In the last 100 years, with the advent of modern farming, we've caused some additional problems. For example, did you know that our use of antibiotics on farms has helped to create very dangerous pathogenic bacteria? Bacteria that can resist most conventional antibiotics. At least 23,000 people die each year as a direct result of these antibiotic-resistant infections. There is no way to know if these extra dangerous bacteria are present in the meat that we handle. We ask that you take the necessary precautions when handling these products and ensure that they are stored at the correct temperatures. More than simply being nuisances, pests like rodents can represent a food safety hazard. They come in many forms. Cockroaches, rodents, even birds can enter your facility and leave behind unwanted gifts. They spread waste and bacteria wherever they go. For example, that leaky roof that you've been ignoring may actually be a vector for bird excrement. If you have any issues with pests in your facility, address the problem immediately. Enlist the assistance of a pest control operator licensed for food handling facilities. He will help you identify conditions that allow pests to get into the building, make the building an inviting place for them to stay, and steps that you can take to fix the problems. Many of the people who assist with food pantries are generous, driven people whom are very interested in helping others. We probably all have had the experience of going to work even when we know we ought to be in bed recovering from an illness. When we are distributing food, this is even more important. We do not want to pass along our illnesses to our clients. If you are sick, please stay home. If you have an employee or volunteer who comes in sick but insists that they are okay to be there, send them home and ask them to come back healthy on your next distribution day. Oftentimes, the people that we serve are considered members of high-risk populations. That means that they are more likely to get sick due to the circumstances that have weakened their immune system. Pregnant women are advised to avoid many foods, especially ones that haven't been cooked to 165 degrees. Raw meat, lunch meat, raw or smoked fish, and soft cheeses all have been linked to outbreaks of Listeria. Children under the age of 5 are more likely to get sick because their immune system is still developing. When a small child contracts a food-borne illness, the results can be devastating. An outbreak that might keep you stuck in bed for a couple of days can lead to kidney failure in a small child. We also need to consider the elderly and people taking certain medications. It is an unfortunate truth that the older we get, the less efficiently our bodies work. And many medications are known to compromise and weaken our immune systems. Some of these medications, like chemotherapy drugs and retrovirals, are used to treat serious illnesses. But others, like antacids, are very common. Remember, bacteria don't like acidic environments. If you are taking an antacid to lower the acidity in your stomach, you're making it easier for bacteria to prosper in your body. Additionally, people who are malnourished may be in poor health simply because they do not have all the resources they need to build a healthy immune system. People who experience food insecurity are more likely to be in poor health as a result of not being able to consistently get enough nutritious food to lead an active, healthy life. In the next couple of sections, we will look at specific actions that you can and should do to handle the food you are distributing as safely as possible so that we can continue to improve the health of struggling populations. Section 2 Review. Only 2% of bacteria are recognized as having the potential to cause illness in humans. These pathogenic bacteria are already present in our food systems. Agricultural practices may contribute to pathogenic bacteria and antibiotic-resistant pathogens being found in meat. Pests in food handling facilities carry germs. People who are sick should not handle food for other people. Certain high-risk populations are more likely to get sick. These populations include pregnant women, small children, the elderly, people taking certain medications, and people in poor health, including those who are not getting proper nutrition.